So, guess what we're up to today? That's right, we're gonna damage my hair. I just went to the store and I got a whole bag of stuff. Let me show you.
Okay, I'm very anxious to see what you have. Purple in your hair, you have green in your hair. What are you going to do now? I guess it's going to be bleached again. Woohoo! Sally!
So we're prepared. Yeah, ready to do some damage. Just a quick explanation of what my hair is currently going through. I have been growing it out for some time. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of root action going on. A month ago, I dyed it Transylvania black by Arctic Fox, and this is the result of washing that for a month.
Oh, Transylvania black, and it's washed off in that color. I guess, and I strongly believe, before that black, you colored it purple and other colors, and you dyed it black over that. But the colors are not gone. You just added a new layer on top of that. If that fades away, that color comes up again. You see that in bleaches too. So people are making a lot of colors and then put brown on top of that. And then someday they say, I will remove that brown. And they didn't think about all the colors that they put that on their hair. It's not because you put another color on your hair that all these colors that you put it previously on your hair are gone, magically vanished. Whoosh. No, these colors are coming up in bleach. Now the black is washed off and these colors are coming up. So, but what are you going to do? But before we go any further, can I please ask you to subscribe to my channel? It's free for you and you're helping my channel a lot.
My hair, I basically call it oil spill. It's like a whole bunch of mixtures of blues, purples, greens, browns, blacks. But all of this hair is still pretty lightened. It's showing up a lot darker on camera. It's still pretty dark when I'm looking in the mirror, but it is substantially faded since I originally dyed it black. But I really needed some maintenance time. I just wasn't feeling super confident, I guess, with the purple after a point for some reason or another, and was feeling like I wanted to tone things down a little bit. It did give me some time to think and just like let my hair be. And of course, I feel like always once my hair reaches, its softest state, I'm like, oh, let's throw bleach on it. What is that masochistic behavior? Should unpack that more. But regardless, I, have been weighing through a couple different color options for a while, and everything I was thinking, was on complete opposite color palettes of what I'm on presently. And so I don't want to lift too much. I don't want to work too hard to get this off. So what I'm going to do is attempt to use Manic Panic Flash Lightning Bleach. It's a 30 volume developer bleach. I have used this product before. Usually I would opt for color remover. I think I usually use punky color for that. Today I thought we would try the bleach since it is a little bit stronger.
I'm very happy that you use bleaching from the same brand and the colors that are on your hair. So that's a good thing. That it's 30 volume? Nah. Okay.
And I do think I'm going to do my roots. I'm still kind of thinking about if I want to try to do my whole head or not, if I want to do some sections. But I think I just might go for my whole head and then we can reassess, once we have the results. I might need to do another round, I'm not sure. But I do think the color I'm going to use fits somewhat in this color palette. So I could attempt an ombre, but I think I'm leaning to doing my whole head this color. What is the color, you're wondering?
Okay, finally, we're going to see what the color is going to be. But I guess there's a lot of history with your hair. I guess, and I strongly believe that you had, I think, all the colors of the rainbow already on your hair. So this should be interesting. What are you going to use?
It is Narwhal by Goodeye Young. I spent a while looking at the shelves of colors in Sally's, and I was already thinking I was going to go with this one before I even got there. All sorts of pretty shades, but this one was just catching my eye.
Marvel, so that's kind of blue?
And I've actually been thinking about this color for the past couple months. When I dyed my hair purple, I was actually considering this color, but I didn't want to really have to worry about lifting the lavender purple I had already at the time. I wasn't sure how this is going to dye, and I'm still not sure. I have used some Goodeye Young products where it's more of a pastel-y kind of base, and then some of them are a lot more rich and pigmented, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping that this is on the richer side, although I think it's probably going to lean toward pastel, which means we do need to lighten this very significant amount to get it to show up at all.
It will depending how much color that comes off of your hair and how rich of pigment it's going to be in that tube. And you have already some green in your hair. It can be blue greenish.
And now we have the developer. Just gonna
Dirty Vol.
everything and then mix it until it's a nice, even, kind of yogurty consistency. And all of the powder, of course, is, you know, mixed in. Okay, they did provide a brush, but I prefer this one. I just like to hold this one a little better. Okay, it's sufficiently mixed, so I'm gonna just start throwing it on my head now.
Sections, sections. So you're just going to apply it like that? Ooh, there's not a lot of product on your hair. That's it? Oh, now the bottom? Okay, you have experience, I will not say anything.
I don't want to spend too much time on each section because you have to work very quickly with bleach. So I'm going to move on to the next part.
Yeah, you have to move quickly, but you have to take sections.
I'm turning the other way now to change my angle so I can see better. I probably shouldn't have put the bleach this close to my scalp. I don't know how I mess it up every time.
So you're bleaching the top of a section, the bottom of the section, and in between you're just rubbing it with your fingers or something? How can you expect that that bleach is going on the other parts of your hair? Do you think that bleach is a living thing and it's crawling between that hair, searching for dark spots and say, I want to bleach? No. AI bleach.
You can see it's already starting to lighten a lot in the back. Okay, next part.
Okay, so you have a lot of experience, but
I split it in half that time. I'm gonna split it again right here. This part is always the roughest for me.
But if there are not going to be any spots in there, I'm going to eat my shoe.
I'm doing the same thing with this side. I'm just pinning it up.
Jeez! This is an actual example of how not to take sections and how to create some spots. It's impossible that there are no spots.
I'm taking the rest down. Since I don't have a ton of product, I'm just gonna start slapping it on the top because I need to make sure that I get this top part lifted.
The word slapping does not match with bleaching. You don't slap a color, you don't slap bleaching. You applied it good with sections. Sections.
I'm really not picky if it's not perfect. I don't think I've ever, you know, perfectly bleached my hair before anyway, so we're getting it done.
So that's why there are 5 different colors in your hair. You have to masquerade the mistakes that you make. So you're applying all different colors so you don't see that there are any spots in your hair. Is that the right word? Masquerade? I guess so. Put it in the comments.
Being thorough with the bangs because I feel like that's a spot I usually kind of miss a lot of for some reason. Yeah. We're gonna use the remainder of the product to just touch up wherever I can.
So everywhere, basically. Everywhere that you didn't put the product on.
The way this is lifting looks super cool, actually. I see pink and blue and all sorts of colors. So I think this has the potential to be really pretty if the dye can cover things, you know. We'll have a nice, pretty mix of colors, I think.
So the more colors you see coming up, the more happy you are. Okay, this will be a completely different technique. Let's go with it. Let's go.
And this is why you check. Missed a pretty big patch right there.
Oh, I see a lot of big patches. If you are dividing that back open, you will see a lot of dark things there.
Okay, I'd say that says thorough as we're gonna get it. Okay, now that we're looking sufficiently silly, I just need to let this chill on my head for a little bit. We'll check back in when it's finished processing and all washed out. So, as you can see, the results are a little chaotic.
Okay, can we see the back for any spots? But there are colors that coming up. That purple is not completely gone. It's impossible if you don't saturate that bleach on your hair. But hey, you wanted different colors, you got different colors.
This did not lift in a way I expected it to, but at least this top part and the front sections are pretty even, nice light shade of blonde. But as you can see, it's still mostly pink and purple here. And I have some sections over here that are the same. From the front, it doesn't look that bad. But when I turn to the side, yeah, I missed huge sections. This is one of the worst bleach jobs I've done in a while.
It was impossible. You could see that from miles away that you would have dark spots. There were no sections. You cannot say there was big sections. There were no sections.
It looks a little bit darker on the camera. I think it's actually a bit brighter in person. I managed to do this every time where like the underneath sections, the back sections, those are usually pretty good. It's like the top that I tend to fuck up. Like these root sections in the front, I always fuck up. And then usually my bangs, I mess up. But I did do better with those today at least. But yeah, it's because my hair is so thick and it gets really wild when I'm in the process of bleaching. So it's really hard for me to separate things and keep things clean and organized and work.
It's not easy. I get it. I get it. It's not easy to do your hair yourself. But there was no attempt of doing it correctly. You have to admit that. You have to. I'm so sorry.
Through every section, I thought I sufficiently covered things, but evidently I did not. Okay, we've got our gloves on. Debating sectioning, or if I should just,
What are you going to do now? Bleach it again?
I think I'm just gonna go crazy. What have I got left to lose at this point, God, you hear those knots.
A lot of things. You can lose a lot of things. But what are you going to use now? That blue already? Ooh, I would say there are going to be a lot of different colors, but you wanted that. So, okay.
Yeah, my hair is, always gets really tough after I bleach it. But this dye also conditions your hair, so should be looking nice and shiny and healthy at the end. Yeah, just brush, get my knots out. Oh my god, it's so bad.
Listen, conditioner is, yes, making your hair shine because conditioner is closing the cuticle again. A shine on your hair is a reflection of the light. The more porous your hair is, the open the cuticle it is, and the light disappears in your hair. So no shine. So a conditioner closes the cuticle and it creates shine. That does not mean because you have shine, your hair is healthy. Because the inside of your hair is not restored. And bleaching is damaging your hair inside. So it's a misconception that if you have shine of a conditioner, that your hair is treated. No, that is only possible with a mask, a hair mask, or K18 or Olaplex or whatever. Something that goes in your hair and restores that bonds in your hair and restores that pigment, restores that moisture, you name it. So, but the bonds are broken and they need to fix it. Conditioner is good, but if you are bleaching your hair, you need to treat it good with a mask.
The back is so bad. Whatever. Life's not that serious. It's not that serious. Also, I hope this doesn't turn green. So we'll find out.
I strongly believe green is going to be one of the colors that you have. They're going to be blue, they're going to be green, and I don't know what that blue is going to do with that purple. But it seems that you're going to apply the blue in the same way as you applied the bleach. And it seems to be that you're going to apply the blue the same way as you applied the bleach.
I'm using the same brush and bowl as before, I just cleaned them out.
And you apply the same technique.
I washed everything. This normal color does lean on the teal side, so even if some of it does show up green, I think it's okay. It does look like very much like the color as advertised so far.
Never.
I'm trying to be careful not to make a mess. Blue dyes are usually messiest. That's why I decided to work with 2 blue dyes the past few months, right?
Oh boy.
Making sure these front sections are really nice and even, because those are obviously the parts of my hair you're going to see first when you look at me. I just like to go in and get all the baby hairs.
Did you just say that the sections are pretty even? Did I hear that correctly?
Don't worry if I'm missing spots because I will go back over everything. Let's push the back.
I have really no idea what the outcome will be here. It's a sloppy job again. Oh my god, no section, just slapping the blue on. Ooh, with somebody with a lot of experience, it's not a good technique. And you can see it, it's going to be green.
Would it have been more productive to section? Yeah, but I'm over it.
Yeah. So I don't know what is that blue is going to do on that purple. I don't really have no idea. Sometimes I see it from miles away coming what the result will be, but now, nope.
Okay, I really hope that I got everything. It looks okay so far. I hope this shade is the right one for me. So now all I have to do is just wait. I'm gonna keep this on my head for a while just to make sure it's thoroughly processed. And then the next time I see you will be the final reveal.
Okay, I will put myself straight because I want to see this result. There's some outcomes, or that blue is really pigmented and it's going to cover that purple. They're going to be green. I'm sure about that. Or this is going to be good, or this is going to be a disaster. The way you applied it.
So here's the final result. I think it turned out pretty good considering how disastrous our Bleach results were.
Wow. This is the first thing that pops in my head. Wow.
And honestly, this did a really good job at covering everything up. I was worried that it was going to be on the lighter pastel-y side, but it's definitely more saturated and it did cling to my hair pretty well.
I see green on the regrowth, but it doesn't bother me.
I will say there's definitely some spots where it didn't stick to as much, and there's just some general spots that I missed too. And also I still have my scalp and everything completely stained blue. But this is the color, you know, after it's been sitting for just about a day. So I'll give you a 360.
This is amazing. It suits you so well, and that green, it's kind of blending in that blue. It's incredible how you applied everything. This is incredible.
So you can see everything. You can definitely see the root spots where I fucked up. It's a little bit patchy back here as well. I think I'm just gonna get the same color and go over it again once it's time. You know, I feel like I want to retouch it because I'm not super worried about it, you know, at least today. But whenever I do that, I think it's going to fill in those spots and help conceal some of that patchiness. But it's really not that noticeable, I don't think, unless you're, you know, looking for it.
Again, I don't have any problem with it. Considering how you applied it, the bleach job that you did, how you apply that blue, I would say it's a very fair result. That green is not bothering me between that blue. What do you think? Put it in the comments.
But I'm just relieved that most of it got covered because I was a little bit worried that I was just going to have something not wearable after, you know. I think the areas that bother me the most are probably like the lighter spots up here. And then again, some of that back stuff. But for the most part, I think it looks even. I think the color looks good, and I wanted to go brighter again, and I definitely achieved that. So I'm not totally sure if this particular shade of blue complements me super well. I think it is similar to Blue Ruin, but Blue Ruin is a lot deeper, and all around it's like a pretty different tone. And I obviously knew that going into it, but just now that I have the color on me and knowing that I've tried Blue Ruin in the past, I'm just not sure which one suits me better.
I think this is amazing. I think the blue suits you. It's a really good color for you. But hey, you're not going to wear that for a long time because you are going to be bored of it very quickly and you're going to change your hair again. But someday, if you are going to bleach it and bleach it and bleach it again, you're going to have this hairstyle. If you like it, no problem. I'm just warning you. All I'm going to say today, tchaukas.